Daniel has found himself alone after a tragic shipwreck. Not a soul in sight. Daniel wakes up on the sandy shore, feeling the sun's warmth on his face, and realizes he is the only survivor. Daniel struggling on the beach, dazed and confused. The sounds of the ocean echo around him. "Please, God, help me. I don't know what to do. Please send someone to save me." Days pass, shows Daniel looking around for help, building small shelters and trying to catch fish. Days turned into weeks, and despite his desperate prayers, no help came. Alone on this deserted island, Daniel began to lose hope. The nights were long and filled with loneliness, while the days brought a heavy weight of despair. But even in the darkest moments, he decided not to give up completely. He gathered fallen branches and palm leaves, crafting a small hut near the shoreline. With the remnants of the ship scattered around, he got creative, using whatever he could find to stay alive. His diet consisted mainly of coconuts and fish he managed to catch, Daniel lighting a small fire, smiling at a meal he's prepared. One day, while attempting to prepare a meal, he accidentally started a larger fire. In his excitement, he turned away momentarily to check on the fish. To his horror, he turned back and saw flames consuming his small shelter. Anguish filled his heart and anger bubbled up within him. "Why, God, I asked you for help and now you've taken away my shelter. You must be cruel." Frustrated and filled with resentment, Daniel continued to voice his complaints into the night sky until exhaustion finally took over. He fell asleep on the cool sand, the sound of waves gently rolling in. Morning light breaking. A loud rustling is heard. The next morning, a loud noise jolted him awake. Rubbing his eyes, he couldn't believe what he saw. A massive ship had anchored just offshore. Daniel running to the water's edge, waving his arms frantically. "I'm saved, thank you, God." On board the ship, Daniel meets the captain, his face filled with a mixture of joy and confusion. "How did you find me here?" "Captain, we saw a signal fire from the island. It was bright and unmistakable, which led us here." Daniel's heart sank for a moment as he realized the signal fire that brought his rescuers was not a result of his deliberate actions, but rather the tragic fire that destroyed his hut. In that moment, understanding washed over him. It became clear to Daniel that sometimes what we perceive as calamities can actually be blessings in disguise. God's plans are often beyond our comprehension. By burning down his hut, the fire created a beacon that ultimately led to his rescue. In life, we frequently set our own plans, only to see them unravel before us. When we face challenges, it's easy to lose faith and question everything, but we must remember that God has a purpose for each one of us. Even amidst our trials, He works in ways we cannot always see. When hope seems lost and nothing appears to go our way, consider that God might just be orchestrating something far greater. His plans are innovative, expansive, and often ultimately lead to our deliverance. So next time you feel like the world is against you, take a moment to reflect. Perhaps the setbacks you're facing are part of a greater journey towards something incredible. Trust in the process. Lean on your faith. Remember, the universe is full of possibilities, and sometimes the greatest blessings come disguised as challenges. Stay hopeful, keep believing, and never underestimate the power of faith. Because in the grand tapestry of life, every thread serves a purpose.